program is different on Snack. You know, I just use certain things with Snack and that other people don't, or they do.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is.
Terrence, what do you think of Canelo kind of ruling out the fight against you?
Well, you know, he was getting a lot of backlash on his fight with Charlo. Charlo then put up a good fight, given that, you know, he was going up 2 weight classes, and a lot of people felt as if Canelo was a bully in that fight. But I just think that Charlo just went in there and just tried to get a payday. He didn't go in there with the mindset of winning. He just went in the mindset of not getting stopped.
So has the Canelo fight, you know, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you're still pursuing it?
Not at all. You know, I think you know, business talk. You know, with the right business come across the table, you know, it happened.
What changed when we talked to you before the Spence fight? You were kind of like 68. Like, that's kind of crazy. That's too much. What changed since the Spence fight that made you go, no, I can go to 68? And
man, I just be talking. You know what I mean? I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's not. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8". I'm 5'8". You know what I mean? My arm's longer than his. You know, so. That fight would be good.
With the Canelo fight, is it a case though where it's like, I can handle that heat if he lands, or he's just not going to land it if you guys fall?
Well, you're gonna get hit in the fight. You know, that's one thing we all know, and I believe in my abilities, and I believe in myself that I can handle anything that any fighter brings at me or throw at me. You know, I gotta be able to believe in myself if I'm gonna get in the ring with you. I can't go in the ring thinking, oh man, if this guy hit me, he's gonna knock me out, or if this guy hit me, he's gonna break my ribs. So, you know, I wouldn't even entertain a fight if I felt like, you know, that'd be a fight where I couldn't hold up if I was getting punched on or anything. Now, you know, if we was talking about Deontay Wilder or something, like, man, that dude better not hit me.
Yeah, so, you know,
Canelo's not going to take the fight,
What is
though.
your opinion about like the heavyweights, like the Wilder, Joshua? They will share like main card over Middle East. What do you think about that?
Man, that's good. That's good. You know, those guys going over there, and you know, the Middle Eastern guys is putting on hell of a shows. You know, they making it a big event, and I think that they showing us in the United States, you know, a blueprint of the type of event that we should be doing surrounded by boxing. You know, when you go and you look at the event on TV, and when you see how, you know, the fight is choreographed outside and the lights and, you know, just, you know, everything that's surrounding it, you just be like, wow, you know, you appreciate it. But then when you come to a fight in America, it's just like, all right, well, you getting these two guys fighting, and that's what you guys getting. You know, so I think it's great for us.
You know, with all the politics that you went through from all the different promotion companies, that you kind of led the pack of like doing it your way. Shakur is obviously underneath your wing, and there's obviously promotional things from your Tank fight or a Devin fight. What does these conversations go like when you talk to Shakur about making those fights that took you forever that you finally achieved?
Well, I just tell them it take time. It take time to make those type of fights, especially when you guys is on 2 different playing fields. You know, one top rank, one, you know, signed with Al Heyman, and they not doing business right now. So you just gotta be smart and let everything pan out and play out how it's gonna do, and everything else is falling suit.
Alexander Usyk is the fight that the boxing needs.
You said Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk is the fight that boxing needs?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the fight that boxing needs, given the fact that Tyson Fury has a very large name, and, you know, not too many people follow Usyk, but Usyk is a very talented fighter, and I feel like that's the fight that the heavyweight division needs to solidify one undisputed champion. And I feel like, you know, the fight that boxing needs is the fights that's going to make the most sense, and the fight that the fans want to see. I think that's what the fights that boxing needs.
Yeah,
right now.
given all the stuff with the sanctioning bodies, you know, that's stripping you, have you ever thought about just saying, you know what, I'm not paying any more sanctioning fees going forward? Like, I'm done with the titles?
I look at the sanction bodies and stuff like that. You know, it is what it is. It's a business. Everybody got to make a business. I mean, everybody got to eat. You know, I'm not you know, opposed to, you know, them eating. It's just how they eat. Like, you know, you take a percentage for these fighters and they fighting for their life. You know, I feel like as if, you know, we should get a bonus for winning the championship. Like, where in any other sport in the world do they have to pay to be champion? You know, that's unheard of. You know, it's normally you get a bonus when you win. Like, so
Prize fighting.
I'm against it, but you know, it's been around so long that us fighters coming up, we want to be champions so long, so bad that it just go over our head until we get to a certain position in the sport where, you know, it matters. That 3% matters, you know.
And do you care about winning a title in the 4th weight class?
Well, it's history. It's history. But like I always said, you know, the champion makes the title. You know, you got a lot of champions out here that people don't even know. You know, so it's not about the belt. It's about the champion that's holding the belt.
Would you be more interested in Zoo at 54 since he ruled Charlo out after that performance with Canelo?
But Charlo still got 3 belts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's still the champion. You know, once you win, you know, the ring belt, that's the only belt that really matters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can lose all my belts right now and still have the ring belt, and they can fight for them belts, and it wouldn't matter what they fight for because they only going to be recognized as a second-tier champion, and the #1 champion is going to be the ring magazine champion.
So the Charlo fight is still out. You still like that option possibly? Then?
Well, you know, I mean, I'm not going to rule it out.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm not going to rule it out, but at the same time, you know, right now, you know, I'm not looking to fight Charlo.
Did you already get in his head that night when you talked to him over the ropes? Like you planned, you know?
I don't know, man. I just, you know what I mean? I told him what I was going to do, and, you know, as I was doing what I told him I was going to do, I let him know that he was next, and, you know, it is what it is.
So, Terrence, can you redeem the Tyson Fury Francis going MMA? You know, wrestle some of those guys and show that, you know, you got one over here that can get down with the MMA guys and those?
Man, that's tough, man. That's tough. I always told y'all, you know.
I've seen you wrestle, so, you know,
I can wrestle. I definitely can wrestle, you know what I mean? But it's more to wrestling than, you know, that goes into UFC. You know, you got jiu-jitsu, you got kickboxing, you got boxing, you got wrestling, you got so many, you know, aspects of fighting, you know, that goes into a fight. So it's like, you know what I mean, you walking into like a street fight with a fighter that got all kinds of street fighter abilities. So it's like you go in there and he kick you, then what?
For the boxing fans, like they're like, we got Terrence Crawford, we can get it back.
Yeah, we definitely can get it back, but man, don't kick me, man.
He said don't kick me.
Do you think he has all skills in boxing to be the
Who?
next Shakur Stevenson?
Man, he's gonna be #1. I told y'all that. I've been telling y'all that for
Terrence,
years.
does any part of you worry for Shakur though that it'll happen to him like it happened to you? He's got to wait till his 30s to get Tank and Devin.
No,
and,
I don't
you
think
know.
so. He's young right now. He's in a great place in his career right now. And I think that, you know, everything's going to work out for him. He just got to keep looking sharp, and, you know, everything else is going to follow suit.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Diki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.